Beneath the shimmering surface of history lies an enduring enigma, Atlantis, a legendary city swallowed by the sea and restored to our imagination time and again. As gentle yet mysterious waves caress the shore, ancient scrolls unfurl to reveal the captivating words of Plato, whose writings have carried this myth through the ages. Picture a realm where splendor meets science in curious harmony, where opulent palaces glisten under the clear blue waters and wisdom is as abundant as the stars above. This lost city, reputed to possess magnificent engineering and breathtaking beauty, calls out to us like a siren song from the deep. Its story has danced through millennia, woven with both humor and awe, inviting those with inquisitive minds to ponder whether it was a grand reality or a masterful allegory. Today, we embark on a journey into this submerged mystery, exploring every ripple and shadow of Atlantis' legend. With a lighthearted spirit and a nod to history's quirks, we step into a narrative filled with wonder and questions. Could a civilization so advanced vanish in a single day, as Plato claimed? Or might this tale simply serve as a cautionary fable about pride and downfall? Prepare for an adventure that blends fact with fable, offering both insight and a touch of irreverent humor as we dive headlong into one of history's most fascinating mysteries. Venturing further into the labyrinth of time, our narrative finds its roots in the ancient writings of Plato, a philosopher whose musings have stirred both scholarly debate and imaginative speculation. Around 360 BC, Plato penned his account of Atlantis, introducing it as a mighty island nation that floated with the grandeur of myth and fact. In his vivid descriptions, Atlantis was not a mere patch of land, but a sprawling domain larger than Libya and Asia Minor combined, governed by wise and just kings whose rule was as inevitable as the tides. As the ancient Greek philosophers engaged in fervent discussions amidst bustling agoras and sun-dappled temples, they too became entwined with the allure of this lost land. Plato's account is as meticulously crafted as an intricate piece of art, blending details of formidable military strength, sophisticated culture, and a harmonious balance between man and nature. He spoke of a society that had mastered not only the art of governance, but also the scientific wonders of their time, using nature itself as both muse and tool. While some historians believe that Plato's narrative was an elaborate allegory, a moral tale meant to warn against the perils of overweening pride, others take his words quite literally, searching for tangible evidence of a drowned paradise. The story of Atlantis has since echoed through the corridors of time, its mythic resonance amplified by scholars, adventurers, and curious minds yearning for proof of a vanished civilization. Today, the echoes of Plato's original account feel almost like a cleverly spun yarn from an erudite storyteller who enjoyed a good myth and a well-timed punchline. The idea that such a vast empire could be swallowed by the earth in a single day and night reminds us that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and sometimes fiction offers the perfect mirror to our own hopes and follies. In recounting the origin of Atlantis, we not only glimpse an ancient world of power and mystery, but also encounter a philosophical fable that continues to inspire, provoke, and occasionally amuse those who dare to dream of lost worlds beneath the waves. Thus, the legend of Atlantis endures, merging philosophy and mystery to challenge both intellect and imagination, inviting us to ponder history and myth indeed. With a flourish of wonder and a dash of playful humor, we now dive into the vivid portrait of Atlantis as painted by Plato's eloquent pen. According to the ancient texts, Atlantis was not a hidden speck in the vast ocean, but an architectural marvel of epic proportions. It was depicted as a series of concentric rings of land and water that radiated outward in perfect geometric harmony, a design so ambitious that even modern urban planners might congratulate its aesthetic daring. Picture wide, cascading avenues lined with splendid palaces that shimmered with gold. Imagine temples so intricately adorned they seemed to challenge the very stars to mimic their brilliance. The Atlanteans, it appears, were pioneers far ahead of their time. They harnessed energies and controlled natural forces with a finesse. That suggests they might have been the original inventors of eco-friendly technology, long before the term green energy was coined. Their society, as recounted in Plato's account, balanced military might with refined artistry and innovative science, creating a civilization that thrived on both intellectual and material wealth. As we visualize this lost paradise, it is impossible not to smile at the notion that an ancient people might have had a penchant for both spectacle and practical engineering, combining the grandeur of myth with the necessity of everyday miracles. Artists and engineers alike would marvel at the intricate waterways and stately bridges, each element meticulously designed to facilitate both commerce and celebration. Every corner of Atlantis echoed with whispers of lore and technological marvel, an eternal dance where beauty met utility. With every ripple on these imagined waters, we catch a glimpse of a society that dared to dream big and laugh in the face of conventional limits. Yet despite its dazzling portrayal, Atlantis remains shrouded in mystery, a celestial blueprint lost to time, echoing both hope and hubris. Scholars continue to debate whether this description was meant as a literal representation of a grand city or as a poetic embodiment of an ideal society. Nevertheless, the detailed account paints a picture so richly layered that it transcends the confines of myth, becoming a benchmark for lost splendors in human imagination. As we journey through these concentric marvels and sunlit plazas, we are reminded that the allure of Atlantis rests not only in its physical grandeur, but also in its capacity to inspire us to envision a future where innovation dances with the elegance of tradition. In this way, the description of Atlantis serves as both a mirror of ancient aspirations and a playful wink at the possibilities that lie hidden beneath our everyday world. Thus, every elaborate detail of this mythical city invites us to reimagine what could have been, a civilization so sophisticated and vibrant that its memory provokes admiration and a knowing chuckle at the paradox of human achievement. This rich mosaic of imagery and technology stands as an enduring testament to human creativity, bridging the chasm between what is known and the uncharted realms of our imagination. In this tableau, the brilliance of Atlantis sparkles as a reminder that even the most fantastical legends hold seeds of truth and inspiration. Truly, history meets magic here. As our exploration deepens, we venture into the diverse and often quirky world of theories surrounding Atlantis. Imagine a grand debate among scholars and adventurers, each proposing a different ending for this mysterious ancient civilization. One prevailing theory postulates that Atlantis was a victim of catastrophic natural forces, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and sudden tsunamis that turned vibrant cities into silent underwater ruins. In this view, the literal interpretation of Plato's tale gains credence, suggesting that nature's fury can indeed erase the mightiest of empires in the blink of an eye. Alternatively, some thinkers propose that Atlantis was never meant to be taken literally. Instead, it served as an elaborate allegory, a cautionary tale spun with equal parts wisdom and wit. This interpretation holds that the story was designed to warn future generations against the perils of unbridled ambition and hubris, encapsulating the idea that human pride often sows the seeds of its own downfall. In blending fact with fable, the narrative of Atlantis takes on the characteristics of a well-crafted parable, rich in metaphor and layered with philosophical insights. Over the centuries, treasure hunters equipped with both determination and a quirky sense of humor have scoured seas and landscapes for clues. A modern-day treasure hunt that feels as much like a spirited adventure as it does an earnest scientific inquiry. Maps have been redrawn and locations from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean have been proposed, each supported by tantalizing yet inconclusive evidence. Like a cosmic riddle, the mystery of Atlantis invites both rigorous investigation and playful speculation. While advanced seismic studies, underwater sonar explorations, and even satellite imagery have all been employed to spot any traces of the fallen empire, no definitive proof has yet surfaced. This absence of concrete evidence only adds to the legend's allure, making Atlantis an eternal enigma that straddles the boundary between history and myth. Its mystery, much like a well-timed punchline, elicits both awe and a wry smile, reminding us that sometimes the best stories are those that live on in perpetual possibility. Every theory, from geological disasters to symbolic narratives, contributes to the rich tapestry of interpretations that ensure the legend of Atlantis remains as dynamic, mysterious, and entertaining as ever. In our reflection on these theories, we find ourselves both skeptically curious and amused by the human tendency to find extraordinary truths in the sands of time. Thus, the panorama of perspectives on Atlantis expands into a vibrant collage of scientific inquiry and imaginative conjecture. Some argue that the very concept of Atlantis functions as a cultural mirror, reflecting our deepest desires for discovery and renewal with a wink at the cosmic absurdity of existence. Others maintain that the enduring mystery serves as a gentle reminder of nature's unpredictable might. In every hypothesis, from natural catastrophes to sophisticated metaphors, there burns an ember of hope, a hope that the legends of old might someday unlock secrets buried beneath the sea, encouraging us to celebrate both our intellectual curiosity and our capacity for joyful wonder. Carrying the ancient mystery into the modern age, the legend of Atlantis has evolved into a cornerstone of popular culture, enchanting artists, writers, and filmmakers across generations. In a narrative that is both humorous and captivating, Atlantis appears in literature as a fantastical utopia, and in movies as a dynamic setting that fuses epic adventure with whimsical charm. Iconic works, from the imaginative novels of Jules Verne to beloved animated features, have reimagined Atlantis as a sprawling metropolis, where ancient wisdom meets futuristic allure. For many, the myth is not merely a tale of sunken ruins, but a vibrant symbol of human aspiration, a reminder that even in loss, there is beauty and mystery. Visual montages of stunning artwork, cinematic reenactments, and playful reinterpretations highlight how Atlantis continues to inspire creators to blend history with fantasy. In these portrayals, the city's concentric rings transform into hubs of action and innovation, and its golden echoes resonate with a pop culture spirit that is equal parts reverence and rebellion. One can almost hear the tongue-in-cheek commentary of curious narrators who, with wry humor, point out that Atlantis might have been the first model of a smart city, centuries ahead of its time. In the same breath, these imaginative depictions pay homage to the enduring elegance of ancient design, celebrating the paradox of a civilization so advanced that its remnants have become a canvas for endless creative expression. In museums, themed attractions, and even quirky promotional art, Atlantis is both a muse and a mystery, a source of mirth, wonder, and a touch of the absurd. As the myth borrows from every corner of history and merges with the pulse of contemporary media, it offers us a delightful cocktail of realism and reverie. Through vibrant movie posters and evocative book covers, we see Atlantis re-emerge not as a forgotten relic, but as an ever-present emblem of the eternal dance between reality and the dreamscape of our collective imagination. Whether portrayed in shadowy underwater scenes or as a luminous city pulsing with energy, Atlantis proves that its legend is immune to the ravages of time, continuing to charm, provoke, and entertain audiences around the globe. Modern pop culture has embraced Atlantis with open arms and a mischievous grin. From comic books that depict the sunken city as a hidden realm of superheroes, to blockbuster films laden with spectacular underwater battles and high-tech treasure hunts, the myth has been continually reimagined to suit the tastes of each new generation. The city's image is now a versatile narrative tool, both a reminder of lost greatness and a fanciful playground for creative reinterpretation. Even social media thrives on snippets of imaginative trivia and humorous memes celebrating its mystique. In this ever-evolving tapestry of art and entertainment, Atlantis remains not only a legendary chapter of history, but also a vibrant, playful symbol of the timeless allure of mystery. Thus, Atlantis continues to captivate the modern soul, bridging ancient lore and contemporary marvel with an irresistible blend of elegance and eccentricity, profoundly. As our journey through the rhapsody of Atlantis draws to a thoughtful close, we find ourselves reflecting on a legend that has transcended time with a blend of mystery, beauty, and a touch of humor. The story of Atlantis, whether taken as a historical reality or a wise fable, continues to ignite our curiosity and challenge our perceptions of what is possible. In its rise and sudden fall, we see a mirror of our own triumphs and tragedies, a reminder that even the most magnificent civilizations may be vulnerable to the forces of nature and the whims of fate. With every theory debated, every artistic rendition celebrated, and every map redrawn. In pursuit of hidden clues, Atlantis remains a dynamic symbol of both human aspiration and the delicate balance between progress and humility. This exploration has taken us on a winding path through ancient wisdom and modern imagination, urging us to embrace the unknown with open hearts and questioning minds. Amid the playful winks and sincere reflections woven into the tapestry of Atlantis' legend, we are invited to recognize that the true magic lies not just in unearthing lost ruins, but in the endless quest for knowledge and the joy of dreaming. As we bid farewell to this timeless mystery, let us carry forward the spirit of adventure that has illuminated every chapter of our tale. May the allure of Atlantis inspire us to seek out new horizons, celebrate our creative potential, and always find humor in the intricate dance of history and myth. In this enduring saga, we are reminded that the journey of discovery is as significant as the destination itself. A journey filled with wonder, laughter, and an ever-deepening appreciation for the enigmatic beauty of our past. Let this legend be a beacon that lights our way forward, inviting us to ponder, explore, and smile in the face of life's greatest enigmas. Now, as the final waves of our tale recede into the horizon of memory, we are left with a sense of wonder and a spark of irreverent humor. The myth of Atlantis, ever shifting and ever beautiful, teaches us that mystery is not a void to be filled with definitive answers, but a canvas on which the colors of human creativity and resilience boldly paint our dreams. May this reflection encourage each of us to treasure the legends of old while boldly charting our own unique paths into the future.